When we do not rise out of the iron of our captivity, we are doomed to be the oppressors. Because the gall of bitterness takes root at the core of our being, and it begins to pervert everything we see. Because the perversion, the choices we made every time we credited others was to say, there is no God, there is no justice, there is no means, there is no pathway for me to enter destiny. And all you are left with is the pain of that disappointment. But Joseph overcomes. He overcomes by pushing through it because, like anybody who's ever overcome, he was cornered by God. He was cornered by God by saying, Joseph, in the pit, Joseph, who am I? And this is what God is trying to say to every one of us. Who am I? When Joseph is sold into slavery, all along the way, he's leaving his family, he's being taken, he's thinking, there's no hope of ever returning now. I am a slave. Who knows where you could go? My brothers are not going to defend me. They're not going to tell my dad to come after me. Nobody even knows where I am. They're going to think I'm dead. And the Lord is saying in that moment of hopelessness, he's saying, Joseph, who am I? But the tyranny of that woundedness is to think about the people that did the thing. Right? I mean, this is an unforgivable evil. And the Lord is saying, Joseph, who am I? And the plan of God was to get Joseph to get his eyes on God, because God was the only one who could remedy the situation. See, we find ourselves in situations where we feel other people could remedy it for us. And God is saying, listen, if you will, let me lock you into an equation where I become your source for everything. Where you look to me for everything. What if the very reason that God allows deficient people in our lives is not for us to fix them, but for us to overcome what's wrong with them by having our needs met by God?